Hello everybody and welcome to Mastering IELTS Writing Task 2 from the IELTS Teacher. It's great to meet you. My name is Matt and I'm going to be your teacher for the duration of this course. A little bit about me before we begin. I've been teaching English since 2008 and in 2013 I set up my own website to exclusively help students to prepare for the IELTS exam. This website is called The IELTS Teacher, theieltsteacher.com, and it is one of the leading websites for Skype-based IELTS tuition. So if you would like to speak to a tutor rather than just be taught through a video course, then check out theieltsteacher.com and get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. So let me introduce you to the course. First of all, who is the course for? Well, if you're aiming to achieve a band 7 or above in IELTS writing, this course is for you. Even if you're aiming to achieve a 6.5, you will find something useful here. But even if you're at a band 7 level already and you're aiming to achieve a 7.5 or an 8, then this course is still going to be very, very helpful. How is the course structured? Well, there are 7 sections in this course, each designed to improve your writing and help you master the Task 2 essay. Why does the course work? Well, the course works because it covers everything. Every paragraph, every sentence, every tip, every technique, every brand descriptor, everything. Now, before we go any further, I'd just like to mention that in the final lecture of this course, you can find a free PDF/ebook that contains all of the slides in this course. This should make it a lot easier for you to take notes, to highlight, to print things off if you're somebody that likes to do that as you study. I'll be talking about that a little bit later in this lecture as well. So let's look in a bit more detail at how the course is structured. We start in this section here, which is the introduction. The introduction to the course, the introduction to IELTS, and an introduction to the IELTS writing band descriptors. Following on from that, we look at how to approach the essay. Before we even start writing, we need to think about things like the different question types, how to plan and time your essay, what to do about the word counts, and we'll also check out a model answer to see what a typical band 7 response looks like. After that, we'll talk about coherence and cohesion, 25% of your score, looking at things like the introduction and the conclusion, body paragraphs, cohesive devices, referencing. After that, we'll think about task achievement and task response, so how to find ideas, how to develop those ideas, how to avoid generalizations, how to create and maintain a position. So each of the previous 2 sections are all about improving your marks in each of the different band descriptor categories: coherence and cohesion, task response or task achievement, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. And that's what the following 2 sections are about: improving your vocabulary, paraphrasing, range, collocations, and then improving your range and accuracy of grammar. How to write simple sentences accurately, how to introduce complex sentences, things like relative clauses and conditionals, which will help your score go from a band 7 to a band 8. And then finally, we have a conclusion where we just summarize what we've learnt and talk about how you can study effectively on your own. And one way that you can study effectively on your own is to actually have your writing corrected by a professional IELTS tutor. So you may want to think about taking IELTS writing corrections from the IELTSteacher.com. There will be a 10% discount code given to you at the end of this course. So that will allow you to practice your writing and have your work corrected by somebody who knows exactly how the IELTS writing test is examined. How should you approach this course? My recommendation is to complete this course within 4 weeks so that you are able to use everything you have learnt and not forget too much about it. However, if you have responsibilities, do take your time. To make the most out of this course, you should bring a hard-working attitude to every lecture. Apply what you have learned to self-study practice. It's very important that you take the initiative and do some self-study practice as well. Try to read at least 2 articles or 2 book chapters in English every day. This is going to be a recurring piece of advice throughout this course. Read, read, read. It will improve your writing as you start to understand the natural patterns behind written English. Find an IELTS writing tutor to check your work. As I mentioned, the IELTSteacher.com offers writing corrections. There are other websites out there that do it too, but do make sure that you're trying to find someone who can let you know where you are going wrong and what you are doing right. And finally, take notes. It's very important that you try and take notes as you go along, as this will help to solidify and consolidate what you have learned over the course. Taking notes can be quite tricky if you're just using pen and paper. I do recommend that, but as I mentioned earlier, if you want to make it slightly easier for yourself, do go ahead to the final lecture in this course to download the free PDF that I have created for you there. Much easier to highlight things, underline things, take notes and print off specific lectures. Okay. Finally, I'd like to show you how you can contact me personally, and you can do that using any of the methods that you see on the page now. But my preferred method is for you to just use Udemy's Q&A function, and I'll show you what that looks like here. So when you reach the dashboard for this course, you can see in that tab row along the top, you can see the Q&A tab. If you click on that, you'll see lots and lots of different questions that have been asked. First of all, use the search feature to see if your question has been answered already. But if you do have a new question, feel free to ask me that question. I do answer every single question that gets sent. If you prefer to use a different method, then go ahead. I'm on Facebook, you can email me, I have my Skype as well. But as I say, Udemy is the best. Questions asked through the Q&A function tend to get answered more quickly than questions asked through any other method. Either way, looking forward to getting started on this course now, so I will see you in the next lecture.